You in church, Jamaica? All right, y'all. Welcome to the Pensacola Network. What? What? Yes, 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 yes. That's it. You up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. All right. We good. We good. Well, happy Black History Month. Happy February. I can never. Could you pronounce that as a February? You grew up in the city, didn't you? Oh, you went to the public school. You counted cows. Then you should know how to spell February.
No, it's February. I mean, we in a spelling contest, so I wouldn't have to spell anything at all.
This is my sophisticated co-host, Sheldon Powell. Y'all say hi to Sheldon Powell. Jamiqua, I thought I was coming to teach him something. He's teaching me how to say February. February. No, don't try to rush me now through something. You my guest. Don't try to rush me now. I'm 25. You just 24. Don't try to rush me now. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I've been doing great. Thank you. My voice is almost back. I had to sing. Yes, CC Winan is coming to town, so I've been practicing, getting ready for her. Yes, thank you. Did you hear that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all didn't hear. I am.
I didn't know that.
She doesn't either. That's the point. That's
okay.
It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. I'm keeping hope alive. Rest in power, Jesse Jackson. I'm keeping hope alive. See how I rolled into that? See how I rolled it? That was good. That's good. Thank you. She's a family friend though, for real. That picture. She's at my other sister's wedding. Her real name is Priscilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't ask me no more questions. That's all I know. I got the. I know, but it's the truth though. It's just she called me. CC called me. 777-9311. Call me.
Like a sister.
Don't be calling me. Remember, you're 24. You're 20. You're 20. You're 24. You're 24. Well, welcome, y'all. We're so excited to have y'all here at the Pensacola Network. And so, yes, thank you, Jamaica. Thank you. We got one person clapping out of the 10,000 that are here. We got one because she's a radio sister, so she understands how to do all that background. And we are live streaming on our Facebook at Pensacola Network and with the incomparable, I can say that big word, Vernon Watson with WBQP TV. Y'all give it up for WBQP TV. Give it up for WBQP TV, community radio, state community radio. Well, yeah, and TV. He's a dual guy, Duolingo. Oh, okay. Are you on social platforms?
I mean, I am. Yes, I am. I'm on Facebook and Facebook and the YouTubes and the
you getting old. Yeah, you getting old because you putting S's. You putting S's on your names now. It's like when you get old, when people start putting Walmarts. I'm going to the Walmart.
Well, they say Wally World.
Or Wally World. That's yeah. Oh, well, who's here for the first time? Any first timers? There we go. Okay, all right. I'm looking. I'm like, Corey, is this your first time? It's okay. Welcome, y'all. We call y'all virgins. We want to welcome y'all. Welcome our virgins. Anybody clapping for the virgins? I'm the only one. Thank you. Thank you. No, you can't make the virgins feel like this is like they ain't never coming back or nothing. It's a joke in that too. But anyway. Your daddy warned you about me. I don't know why you're talking about. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then let's thank our sponsors too, who make this possible. We are going on 13 years. Right? What? Started when I was 12 years old. Yes. Okay, all right. I'm coming up with your stage name. It will not be Sheldon. I'm coming up with your stage name. I'm coming up with your stage name. And so you will see a few things differently. We're reformatting the show. So we kind of started last in January. We're going to start doing some live entertainment. Isn't that going to be cool? CC Winans. You know, if I'm gonna start lying, I'm gonna continue lying. So I don't know. Swing, that's it. Swing for the bleachers. That's right. Huh?
Swing for the bleachers rather than come on. Don't worry about it. You did good. It's okay. Swing for the bleachers.
That's a public education coming in again, ain't it? So we're going to do that. And then even tonight with our special guest, Nicole Dixon, you'll see a different format with her. Oh, yeah. So we're excited about it. Yes. Since we've been at 13 years. And so, you know, it's you update some things. Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you. You are just a tip. I'm coming to your house for some chicken dinner tonight. Thank you. I'm coming to help keep celebrating. Yes. So let's talk about first. First, we're going to talk about an event coming up March 21st. It's the Invest in You Community Expo. Many of you know Priscilla Sapp Kirkland and the great work that she does. It's a free event at Brownsville Community Center on Saturday, March 21st from 10 to 2 there. So you can go on her website or go on, we'll have it posted on ours as well, and hers is pcsoutreach.org. So a really good opportunity. And if you're a vendor, you're in business and you want to vend as well, that's a really good opportunity. She says empowering generational wealth, strengthening families, and building futures. And so I'm really happy. I've loved Priscilla for a long time. Like I've known her for like 20 years. When I was how old? 5. Thank you. You win the first door prize. Thank you. That's what you got to do. You got to get people to invest in you. See, I did that. Invest in you. I know, Jesse Jackson. I'm keeping hope alive. And then on Saturday, March 28th, the next Saturday, is the he's gonna come up and talk about that. I'm sorry, I went one day too far. Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce is inviting you to their annual meeting, celebrating as they celebrate members, Tuesday, March 24th, 5 to 7, and we'll post this as well, and that's at Brownsville Community Center. So it's always a good time. The chambers have been around for a long time. They do great work building business, bringing people together. So Brian wanted me to lift that up, and so it's a good time. And I think, are you singing on that program?
No.
No.
I don't know where you got that from.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's not what that QR code is to go see you sing on YouTube? That's not?
You go ahead and hit that card.
Okay. Hit the QR code. You will not hear Sheldon sing. Okay. All right. Do you have anything going on before we need to?
Not really. We're the True For You. Organization is pretty much trying to do a lot of things, trying to change a lot of things, so like that. How we reach out to the community. So pretty much stay on the lookout for that. We still need your help. We still need your help with donations and things like that. We always try and give back to the community in different ways. We also are looking to partner with people. So if you have an organization that has something going on and you want to try and reach some people that you probably can't connect with, we might have connections for you, or we would like to have the connections that you have. So we're always still trying to move and keep things going. So
good. Great work for 30 years. How long? True For You. I know, right? I was thinking 25, 30 years. 31 years. Wow. Y'all give it up for that. That is fantastic. You were just a little tot when I met you.
yeah, I was.
Somebody said, which I think I just told my right age over there. Oh, we're gonna call it the Jamaica Corner. That's the Jamaica Corner. Well, we're going to invite a special guest, a family friend, a community advocate, Troy Watts, to come up and talk about Reentry Alliance Pensacola, the great work that they're doing. And they're doing it, speaking of fundraising, they're doing an inaugural fundraiser. So we're going to invite him up here to come in the middle of us and talk about it and tell. You probably have seen Troy Watts. He's a Grammy Award winning artiste. Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all think I'm kidding? No, I'm really serious. I know, right? Yeah, really. Grammy Award. I'm gonna ask him how many Grammys have you won, Troy?
No Grammys, just
No.
gold records.
Just gold, no Grammys, just gold records. Oh, okay.
So modest.
So, oh, sorry. Really?
Yes.
Okay, put the microphone all the way up so they can hear you.
Yes.
Cantonment. How many gold records?
2.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Oh yes.
Hold on a second. Okay. When my voice get better, I'm gonna see if it rub off. Okay.
Yeah.
It probably won't, but I mean, my voice won't get better. But okay. So tell us about what this Together for a Safer Community is.
Okay. Well,
Well, first, I'm sorry. Let's go back and tell us about REAP. So, because I know people may not know what REAP is. Tell us about the mission of REAP.
Okay. My name is Troy Watts, and I work for REAP Financial Alliance Pensacola. What we do is we take care of homeless people. We also take care of reentry people. We call them returning citizens.
Okay.
Who come out of prison. So we do that, and we work with people with drug addictions, opiate addictions, and stuff like that. So what we do is we try to keep the community safe. That's what it's all about. So on the 28th, what we're doing now is we're trying to put together a unit. To create unity amongst the community.
Okay.
Not only that, we're also trying to make sure that we promote a safer community. We believe that unity is more important to the community than anything. With that unity comes things like they understand what the programs are, like the brother over here was saying. You know, it connects people with the community.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to do this on a great wide open forum.
Okay.
We want people to come out. We need people to come out. We don't care who you are, it can be in the community, and it can be anybody else with an organization. We want everybody to meet everybody, not at the table, but person to person, face to face. So, if anybody has any questions about this, all they have to do is give me a call at area code 832-332-6677. Just ask for me. I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to listen, but we need to make our community better.
So what can they expect on this day at this inaugural event? What can the community expect when they come out?
Okay, they can expect to talk to a lot of organizations. Like there are many great organizations that are actually in Pensacola. Let's say one like Opening Doors.
Okay.
There's money in the pot sometimes that comes dealing with people that need homes, that people are hurting on their bills, things like that. What happens is when there's funds available, they give them that money. They give them money through bridge housing and rapid rehousing, but most people don't know that. That money can take care of the first month's rent and the security deposit to get them into a place. So there are a lot of things out. Community health, nobody ever talks to them. So I'm trying to get people together so that way they can meet all of these people in this forum.
In one place.
In one place.
Okay. And where is it going to be?
This is going to be at 1551 Blunt Street. Right by the old Baptist Hospital off Pace.
Okay.
So don't go west. No, don't do that. It's in the area. Just stay in the area.
Okay.
When you're going that far, you're going that far.
It's okay to go west, y'all. It's okay. We don't have anything against the west side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually it's going to be good fun. We'll have raffles, we'll have auctions, we'll have food, drinks. So, and it's a great time from 1 to 5.
Okay.
So I want to see everybody come out. Not only that, we are looking for people to sign pledge forms. Basically just to pledge themselves that they agree with the community should be stronger, safer, and we can create unity. But I think that the pledge forms are going to show more to everybody that we can stick together as a community.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so give me a couple of agencies that will be there. So you talk about I know what you do, but what other agencies do you think will be there that they can expect? Opening Doors.
Okay. Community Health should be there.
Okay.
Red Cross should be there. As a matter of fact, just different organizations that I'm reaching out to.
Okay.
The police department will be there. Just different people to be there. The Escambia County, the emergency system, they'll be out there.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things. There are going to be a lot of people there.
Okay.
I'm studying on the telephone trying to get them out.
Good.
They will be coming.
And especially now that we're coming out of the winter, we didn't have the snow apocalypse this year, thank you. But we're going into spring, and then of course that leads us into hurricane season. So people who are unhoused may have need different resources than someone who's traditionally housed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So
we need to come out. We really do. We need everybody to come out.
Okay.
We do.
And then they can sign the pledge and come out, call you, or can they go on the website or something as well?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the pledge on the website
Okay.
on Monday morning, so
Okay.
people can't go to the website.
Okay.
Entry Alliance. .com.
Okay.
And they
Okay.
go .org.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can go to that and just, yeah, they can have them downloaded starting Monday.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
not, like I said, just come out. If nothing else,
Yeah.
come out, sign a pledge.
Okay.
Or the sign a pledge and bring it up to us. It's over on 1000 West Blunt Street.
Okay.
That's where the main office is, off in that street.
Okay.
It's on Blunt in that street.
Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Well, thank you. Thank you for
You're
what you do
welcome.
in the community. Rubbing shoulders with a gold man. Okay. All right. All right. I know he was trying to get. I was getting mine first. Oh, his hands. It did nothing to rub shoulders with somebody who's got 2 gold records, huh? Okay. Well, it did nothing. I'm learning. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Y'all get Troy a hand. Thank you so much. He does I toured their facility, and so just an incredible opportunity for families to stay together, and especially again, as you said, when you're unhoused, that's sometimes a challenge, and so they do a really good job with that. And our returning citizens, as he said, those have had challenges with the criminal justice system. So yeah. Okay. Well, y'all anything else? Did I miss anything? Our audience grew. Oh. You trying to tell me something? I don't know how to read. Oh, you're going to bed. That's what you're saying. Okay. That's what they need to know on TV land, that you're going to bed, Let me put my glasses on so I can hear. Okay. All right. Okay. I think you want to give away. Let's give away a couple of door prizes. The door prizes. Do we have anything? We don't have anything? Yeah, for the business cards. Well, then that's gonna win. That's good. Let's bring that one up. We get. Oh, that's our special guest. So can you draw that one? Let's see. Mix it up. Oh, mix it up. Oh, pull it. Third time's a charm. Nobody bought business card. Jamiqua Davis. Oh my goodness, Jamiqua won. Oh my goodness. Can you grab a bag? I guess business card. Come on, we're gonna take a picture. I know, and our cameraman is not ready. We're getting ready to take a picture. Oh, Mr. Cameraman, thank you. Our production assistant, Mr. Lloyd Richard, is not ready. Can you? I know.
Isn't he handsome?
He is, but he ain't ready. He's smart and handsome, but he ain't ready. Okay.
Oh, hold on, my bag.
Your bag. Okay. Thank you. There you go. All righty. I think that's it. I think that's it. Y'all give Sheldon a hand. Thank you. I'm still coming up with a name for you. I do. Co-host Powell. That just doesn't have a ring to it.
Ring to it. I'm gonna go.
Co-host Powell, CHP. Okay. What do I do? It's not good to cough in the camera. Okay, come on up, Nicole.
Okay.
I'm
You want
doing
me to
this.
grab a mic
All
also?
this, yes, all this bad TV I'm doing here.
That's okay.
Is it?
You look good. It doesn't matter.
There we go.
All right. Do you want your phone?
Oh yeah. Let's start coughing and.
It's okay.
Okay, let me pull this up a little bit.
I want my phone.
You already know. You already know.
Okay.
All righty. Are you ready? Y'all ready?
Are you ready for this?
This is such
Are
a.
you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Isn't that a song?
That's Beyonce. She says,
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Okay. All right.
All right.
Are you ready for?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. Would y'all welcome? Let me just go into it. Would y'all welcome Nicole Dixon? I can't say Real Women Radio. Real Women Radio Foundation.
You can say Real Women Radio Foundation, RWR Live 365.
I can say all of that. So you know Nicole as being an advocate for small businesses.
Yes.
She is an advocate for African American business. She's an advocate for marketing. Pensacola, it's Gambia County. She is an advocate for. We have the same daughter name, so she's an advocate for Natalie's.
Yes.
Okay, just want to
Lord
throw
bless
that.
us.
Just want to throw that in.
And
Your Natalie is beautiful, just
She
like mine
is.
is. Yours
She
is
is.
beautiful. And she's an advocate for equal access for the public. And so I am so excited to have you. A long history in Pensacola.
Thank you.
In business, your granddaddy, your grandmama,
My grandparents.
your grandparents. I should just say grandparents. Huh? We're in business. So y'all give it up for Nicole Dixon. We're in the Radio Foundation.
Thank you, Ryan.
So our conversation is around this pushback. What do we say?
Pushback.
Politics in a pushback era.
Okay.
Politics
in a pushback era.
In this pushback era. And so how do you really navigate that? Because you go all around the state,
Yes.
talking to people,
Yes.
being in Tallahassee,
Yes.
advocating for inclusion.
Yes.
And so how did you get into this? Let me start that. How did you get into this?
Great question. So 2016, I'm sorry, I went back too far. I decided to start a business called it's an internet-based radio station, basically, about called Real Women Radio. And the point of Real Women Radio was, I felt like at the time, African American representation was not at its best, right? It was, you have African American representation. You still got an issue, it's gotten better, but it's very monolithic, as if all Black people were one way. So when I started Real Women Radio, I really wanted to listen to our voices in a different way. And I didn't want it to be our voice. I wanted it to be many voices, right? Not just my opinion, not just what I thought, not just what I wanted. And so, and then one of the things in life that brings people together, and you play it and you do it at every point in your life, is music. You're going to play it at your funeral. You're going to play it at your divorce. You're gonna play it.
Can you go up? Because you just went divorce.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up. You play it at your birth.
At
play
your
it
wedding. Okay, all
You
right.
play it at your birthday parties. I was going.
Okay.
Let me do this, Robin. I do this.
So you came in with the funeral and
Hey,
divorce.
That's how you
Oh, so you went low.
Yeah, I
and you
gotta
going
provoke
high.
their emotions
All
first.
right, I'm
Robin.
sorry. I'm sorry. I got on.
Are you ready for this?
All right, Beyonce. Yes.
But I feel like music is something that, it just brings a myriad of people together. It's about life, right? And all of your ups and downs in life. And so I really wanted music to be a part of that storytelling. So I created Real Women Radio. Now I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
2018, the people who had organized and joined Real Women Radio as show hosts were all doing philanthropic things, right? And so because of the business world where I come out of, I know that most major corporations have a foundation. And they do their philanthropic work through that foundation. And so I started Real Women Radio Foundation so that we could all start doing our philanthropic work through that, so we could capture numbers, so we could capture the work that we're doing and tell it, and also capture funding, right? And so a group of us started Real Women Radio Foundation. Our first grant, when we started Real Women Radio Foundation, I really wanted to take on a cause, and I wanted it to be a cause that nobody else had. So I feel like people deal with youth a lot, which, I don't even know if I had kids at the time, but, me and my kids have a tumultuous relationship.
They're teenagers.
And so definitely didn't want the kids. And I really wanted a topic that I feel like that was important to our community. And this is honestly how I thought this through, but it was something that nobody else was doing. You did, and I'm not gonna say nobody, I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect the people who were doing the work, but from our generation, from our perspective. And so we started Real Women Radio Foundation, started this campaign called Be the Change Vote in that midterm election, because we really wanted our people to come out. We wanted them to learn how to vote. We wanted them to be engaged in that political process. And that's actually how we got started. So when I was trying to pick our philanthropic cause, we fell off into nonpartisan voting, because I don't want to tell you how to vote. Now, personally, I will. But from a from a corporate perspective or from a organizational perspective, I just want you to get the education and make an informed decision. So that's how we came up with Be the Change Vote, and we got into it. First grant out the door was nothing but a blessing. We partnered with Civic Nation, which is a large nationwide organization, and we did these parties called parties, get out the vote, parties to the poll. But our parties was not your typical party. Like, we just really wanted to, a lot of times also we feel like in our generation and our work, that a lot of people want us to come to them and meet them where they're at in their messaging. And so with our messaging, we want to meet people where they're at, right? We don't want them to come to us, we want to go to them. And when they come, and when we meet, we want it to be a good time because voting is so fun. I mean, well, it was with us. So we set up at polling locations. We did like a gaming truck. We did a party bus to the poll. We jammed all the way there. We got out. We rolled our speaker out. We did stilettos to the poll. We did food trucks. If you went and came, whether you voted or not, didn't matter. Just long as you were participating in that cause. We gave free lunch. So we just did all kinds of things that were very creative and different in ways so that people would learn to get engaged in voting, and that's where it took off at.
Wow. So I'm going to step out of the way because I want you to talk about, as you go across the state, what are you seeing in this area? The last few years have been really a challenge for people, and you've seen some in some corners, you've seen this sort of dismantling of some of those gains. In excuse me, in history, I'm learning about this Redeemer period where after the Reconstruction, and there was this great pushback because of the gains that African Americans had made. So you saw this great push. I'm saying great.
Yeah.
This large pushback, and so it feels like it's. And I know Roland Martin talked about maybe we're going through this sort of second Reconstruction, or maybe even third Reconstruction.
Yeah.
So as you go across the state, and I'm going to step out of the way, as you go across the state, what are you seeing in terms of people either engaging or in some cases disengaging? So I'm going to let you talk.
Okay. So I'm going to look at my phone because I made some notes. Okay. So don't think I'm texting. I'm not being one of those people. I really want to, before I go into what I'm seeing, I want to like challenge everyone to think about when Robin asked the question, what is pushback? What does pushback mean? So it's pushback against progress, against equality, against voting rights, against truth. But when we think about pushback, we also think about where history shows us something powerful. Whenever there's a pushback, it means there has to be and has been a movement, right? So it goes back to what Robin was just saying, that Reconstruction happened. What was that? The freeing of slaves in the United States. So then now we got to reconstruct, right? So we get a lot of progress. Then Jim Crow hit us because what happened? Pushback. And they push back on everything and all of our rights as African Americans in the United States. And so across the state, where that pushback really happened was, I was actually talking to someone about this. They have now in the state of Florida, many states have squeezed third-party registration out. So initially, the first time we gained heavy voter registration, rest in peace to Jesse Jackson, is you saw voter registration in the Black communities, in the Black churches. The Black churches really pushed voter registration. Well, what happened? An administration came in and squeezed voter registration out of the Black churches by saying you can't do voter registration or you can't do partisan things. They really restricted that C3 or that church status, so that it became a choice of, do you want to keep your status as a church or do you want to register people to vote? So what happened then is you had a shift in, now you have third-party organizations like the NAACP, Urban League, Real Radio Foundation. You saw your fraternities. You saw those organizations picking up the realm of voter registration that the Black church could no longer legally do. So that was that pushback. Well, fast forward to now in the last couple of years, now it is, they squeezed out us. How? Well, used to be if you committed fraud. So let me make sure I make the statement. If you commit fraud on voter registration, no matter who you are, you should go to jail. No question about that, right? We all agree with that? Okay. That's easy, right? But what happened was You had the election police in the state of Florida, and the governor find some money. He creates an election police. Then now you have this people who have authority to investigate you if someone says you do something. It's not even the same judicial process that we have in the court system, right? Now, someone can say it, and then they're gonna do what? A bad media campaign on you, right? And you pretty much, and you're being funded by another person to do voter registration. So you're pretty much gonna stop registering people to vote. The other piece is the fines went from, and don't quote me because I don't remember what they were, but let's say $100. Literally that was that low though, right? Now they're $10,000, $1,000. An organization like mine, we get hit with a fine for $10,000 with no judicial process per se in place. It is a person saying you did something wrong, and that's that. I don't get a chance to prove if I did anything wrong. I don't get a judicial process in that. So I'm getting hit with a $10,000 fine. I know, I hate to tell y'all, myself, NAACP, Urban League, these fraternities, sororities, we don't have $10,000 to pay a fine to register people to vote. Then you have a process where you're having a receipt. I don't know if y'all know this, but registering people to vote is a difficult process in a way, in a sense, because specifically in the African American community, because we already do not trust any judicial processes, right? So getting them to fill out that form is already, it has to be some likeness there, it has to be something there that connects them. Now you're telling them to fill out a form and fill out this receipt that I gave you this form, that I took your form, right? So what you saw the state of Florida essentially do is just squeeze us out. So nobody wants to fund Florida anymore, if I could be quite frank. Nobody wants to put the dollars and the money and the funding into the state of Florida as a whole. That's what I'm saying, as a whole. And it was just like a pure blessing from God that we were even getting funded in Escambia County, because anything past Tallahassee, pretty much, they say from a political perspective is very dominated by one party. And so to try to maybe register unregistered people to try to even out the playing fields is already a gamble. So you just saw that the state was really, really squeezing all of your third-party organizations out, and they don't do it anymore. That's why you don't see League of Women Voters, major contributors to voter registration. They're not doing it anymore. NAACP, a lot of people are not, because of those fines and those fees. And then the election police, that can be the most horrible, and I know that was improper English, but that's just how passionate I get about it. I can't even think to talk right. I get really country. But it'd be the most horrible experience in the world for the election police to show up at your nonprofit, your business, and say you've done it. Have you ever seen the news go back and say, oh no, they didn't do that? And what would people say? Oh yeah, you're that organization that was registering dead people. That's all they'll remember is that bad stuff. So, I mean, it has gotten, the landscape, the viewpoint has gotten awful in the last couple of years because nobody wants to touch it. It is, they lessened the time. You used to could do voter registration and you had 10 days to turn that paperwork in. They shortened that time. And if you didn't turn it in within that amount of time, which is like, I think it's like three to 5 days, I can't remember anymore, you would get a fine. You would get a fee, and I agree, you should not be holding on to people's personal data. But at the same time, we had a due process in our organization where we were checking to make sure nobody was doing anything fraudulent, checking to make sure that we were registering people and they were good registrations. And that really restricted our quality control. And then the other thing that we saw across the state of Florida, and I don't think a lot of people are aware of, when we had Amendment 4, which was returning citizens' rights, a lot of convicted felons were working, doing voter registration. Well, Florida passed a law to what? If you were a convicted felon, you can't do voter registration anymore. Crazy work, right? So everything that has worked, everything that has helped get progress has gotten what? What's our word for today? Pushback. So that's what we're seeing across the state. That's what we're really trying to reorganize and think about. I think like the state is in this as it relates to equality, as it relates to, our community, minority rights, Black rights. We're at a state right now. Okay, I'm gonna wheel my hands, but it's like, just don't drown, just don't die. We're not swimming. We're just trying not to die, literally, because all of that pushback legislative wise has happened. And that is why we all must realize that that one vote is so important. That one vote is so important, and we're not realizing that. So I want to share with y'all some statistics while I'm here on voting in Escambia County. I always think this is interesting. That's the nerd in me, okay? So the population is anywhere from 320,000 to 330,000 people, with roughly, this is roughly, 24% of the population is the Black or the African American vote. So that's over 68,000 Black residents whose voices matter in election funding and representation. So, and I want y'all to know something about Escambia County. Well, I was very grateful for us to have those funding opportunities. Escambia County is higher than the statewide average for Black Florida residents, meaning our community has great power if it shows up in Escambia County. Because across the state, a lot of counties don't have that, and statewide. So some things that people don't think about. So I remember a couple years ago, many years ago probably. I feel kind of old saying many years ago. Can we say that, Robin? You wouldn't know, you're too young, huh?
Thank you for recognizing.
Okay. I work for a business, and we were a Black retail. It was called Cell Phone Place, and we took old cell phones and reactivated them because you remember you used to could not. It was legal. It's not illegal. And this is when a reality hit me. So 99% of our customers were African Americans, and we had to learn the sales tax process. So whenever you purchase something, 7.5% of the sales tax. I think a lot of people forget about this, right? So that 7.5%, when it used to break it down, 6% of it would go to the state of Florida, 1% would go to the county, 0.5% would go to the school boards. So when you think about things like, do you pay taxes? Everybody pays taxes. Particularly, I like to say, the crackhead pay taxes. The dope boy pay taxes. The rich people, the poor people, everybody pay taxes. The other principle to that is, if Black people are expected to spend trillions of dollars, how much tax revenue does that generate? So let's bring it home. Tax revenue does what? Tax revenue, you might ask. I heard y'all ask me that. Tax revenue, you ever heard of the streets? Let's talk about the streets. You have the street where you're dodging a pothole. That's tax revenue. So there's 2 or 3 different ways you can look at that. Number one, is your street nice? Is it potholeless? Is that a word? Yeah.
It is now.
Number 2, who was paid to put that street down? Those were all tax dollars. Who is paid? Who keeps those jobs to keep those streets maintained? Those are tax dollars. So when you think about it from that simple perspective, right? You think about those are our dollars we must engage. When you think about a school, if you have a child in that school, some of these schools out here are very raggedy. Tax dollars are building schools. Tax dollars are maintaining schools. Tax dollars are getting salaries. Like, you don't have to have a child in there, but if you have a business, you have workforce development that's coming out of it. So you should be concerned with the school district. It's not just about if your child is impacted. Think about the type of people and the knowledge that they have that's coming out of those schools, right? Think about who is being paid to maintain those schools. Those are all tax dollars, right? A lot of times people are not thinking about how their money, and we were turning in, if 99% of our customers were African American, I would even go so far as saying 99.9%. $10,000 a month from one business that was predominantly serving the Black community. Those are all tax dollars we were turning in, and we were never seeing the end result of. We're never seeing any of that money in our community when we're saying we're not involved in the voting process. Also, federal, we won't go into federal. Another thing that we do is very important is census work. So again, we know we have a big problem in our community with anything that deals with the government. Traditionally, African Americans don't trust the government, right? So when you're talking about counting someone, we're like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably done skipped a couple census. Not too many, I'm not that old, but enough, right? Because I didn't know the importance of being counted. So when you're not counting, no one can determine where those federal dollars go, how they go, things like that. It's so many pieces in our community when it deals with the government and politics that we need to push back on because it's important. Those salaries that those people are getting, those elected officials, they do their work for you. And not just in a sense of, because I think a lot of people think about taxes from a federal tax return perspective. That's nothing. That's really not where the money is. It's in those light bills. I don't know about y'all light bill, but I got about 5 taxes on my light bill alone. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Plus the energy, right? All of those dollars are the reason that we should be engaged with our local government. Because if we're not doing politics, guess what it's doing? It's doing us. It is literally doing us. So we really must engage for so many reasons. So I do want to talk about like some of the great work we've done through voter registration. So voter registration, our voter registration program, we register over 25,000 people of color in Northwest Florida, not just Pensacola. Our infrastructure has reached all the way to Tallahassee, right, in Leon County. And with that work, we were able to pass Amendment 4, which is one of my greatest highlights, where returning citizens in the state of Florida, and believe it or not, and I just found this very interesting is that Alabama gave people who were previously convicted and who have returned to society a right to vote, in the state of Florida did not. And we've had conversations, I've had conversations with actual funders about how nobody really thinks about Florida as the deep South, but there are a lot of practices in that. So when that Amendment 4 was passed for the returning citizens' right to vote, it was passed, and this is what that I mean when you talk about pushback. So SB 90 came out, and that's where you saw the governor come back with a lot of restrictions. And one of those restrictions was, even though 66% of Floridians agreed that if you had done your time, you came home, you were not on probation, you were not on parole, and it was a sexual crime or murder, you will automatically get your rights back. I think that's reasonable, right? A lot of times you hear these things and you're not hearing about, there are reasonable restrictions there. They're not just saying, oh, let's just free fall, right? So in that, SB 90 came out and the governor said, he put all these restrictions on it. And one of the restrictions was, okay, well, they have to pay all their fines and fees again. So that is similar to a poll tax, correct? That's the only way they can get their voting rights returned. And my question always to people is, if voting isn't so important, why are people trying to suppress it? Why? Why go through that? If I'm going to throw your vote away, I'm not going to count it. Why go through the trouble of suppressing it? So some of the legislation in SB 90 was overturned. And let me tell y'all why when we talk about Florida. The judge said this, not Nicole, okay? The Republican Party has a history of suppressing the Black vote in the state of Florida. A judge said, what the hell, I'm going to look it up. He said, Nicole did not make that up. And that's why some of those pieces were overturned. Then he came back the next legislative session, which he has a super majority. What is a super majority, Nicole? It means everybody but you is on my team. So it don't matter what you say or what you want to vote for. No matter. It doesn't matter. You know? So you got a super majority. Why? Because people not showing up. People not voting. People not engaged. People not understanding the process. So I leave, or I don't know if we're going to do another question, but I just like impede upon everyone. We all have micro influence. So how we were able to register 25,000 people is, I used your influence, I used your influence, I used your influence. Who in your family needs to register to vote? And not only that, on election day, in the family text group, good morning, it's election day. Here's where you can vote. This is what you can do. We have to use our micro influence, because I think that it is a little extreme to say we're going back to slavery, but we are going back to the rights of a slave, which were non-existent. So we might not be plowing fields, but we will have the equivalency of the rights of a person who was enslaved. If you can't vote, still get out and do the work. I say this also. I'm not going to march. You'll never catch me marching. Never catch me marching. I will give the marchers water. I will donate dollars. I will ride by and give them some chips. You understand what I'm saying? I will bring them breakfast. I'm just not a marching girl. But everybody has a part. And if your part is to only show up on election day, it is just as important as a person like me. Because what it does is, it reminds the person who is leading the organization that's doing voter registration, this is why I do this. This is who this is for. And just to know that people are actually going out and voting, it makes it all worth the risk.
Y'all give it up for Nicole Dixon. Don't go anywhere. No, you're not going anywhere. What you trying to do?
Okay.
Don't leave me now. Don't leave.
Are y'all ready for this?
Don't leave. So what keeps you motivated going through this work as you experience this pushback or the legislation overturning, or what keeps you motivated?
I gotta say, what's the definition of
stand up so you can see you?
What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting something different.
I'm a little insane.
Oh, okay. That keeps you motivated?
No, God keeps me motivated. But honestly, let me tell you a story. I hate when people do this, but I'm gonna do it. So a year ago, we partnered with an organization called Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, FRRC. And what we did was, remember I told you, we don't just do Pensacola. We partner with them, and people need trusted voices in their community, and each one of us is a trusted voice. So remember, each one of us is, right? And so we brought FRRC in, and we went to these events. One of them was Happy Hour, Pensacola Happy Hour, downtown Pensacola. And so we pulled the bus up. I got to give you the whole fit.
Go ahead.
And right there on the spot, they were paying fines and fees for convicted felons. They were paying a court cost so that people can have their rights restored. The lady who was doing the research, she would sit there with them, and they sat there. So number one, they gave me my motivation to know, and I almost made me want to cry now, that there are people who want to vote, but can't and don't know how to. And I'm sorry, I'm seriously getting emotional about that. But it was this one guy. He hadn't voted in over 20 years, Robin. And even if you think about that, like monumentally, that means he missed Barack Obama's election
twice.
Yep. And when Sharon got done with him, he cried because he could now vote. We experienced that here. We experienced that in Okaloosa County. People were so emotional. So the story that we don't want to be engaged, the story that we don't want to vote is so untrue. Because they were people who had not had that right for so long, and they were so filled with emotions. So it's those people that remind me of why we do this work.
Working, they're going to have,
Thank you.
They're going to have a breakfast tomorrow, civil rights breakfast tomorrow. Unfortunately, going to miss it, but doing some back work for them. And one of the things that struck me was that when women got the right to vote in 1920, that Florida didn't ratify it until 1969. So even if, and we have a poll tax receipt from, many of you may know Cobb Center, Dr. Eli Cobb. So we have him and his wife's poll, a copy of him and his wife's poll tax receipt from 1930. And I thought about that. So here you have Cora Cobb paying this tax. You mentioned the poll tax, paying this, but then maybe not being engaged to vote. So there were some municipal elections you made, but as you said, the state or the national elections,
Mhm.
you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but then you get there and somebody's denying you the right to vote. And so I engaged Derek Scott because I know he likes history as I do. And he said his mother remembers not going to vote
Wow.
until then. Like it
Until
was this, like
1969.
like it was this big deal to do that. So the federal government says yes, everyone has the right to vote. The 19th Amendment is passed, but then it's almost 5 decades
Mhm.
later. Can you imagine somebody like putting a Twinkie? I don't know why I'm thinking about a Twinkie, but
That's that girl.
like here, yeah, like here, like you can. I'm gonna put this Twinkie here, but you can't eat it for five decades.
But you are continuously feeding into this system. So let's go back to that sales tax usage, right? I'm a convicted felon. I can't vote, but I still pay sales tax. Those things are still impacting me. You understand what I'm saying? But I cannot have no voice in that representation. Is when you're talking about pushback, or when you're and I think pushback, I even think push down, right? That's pushed down because you're constantly reminding a person you're not worthy. We don't respect you. We don't care about you in everything we do. So we also do we partner with a statewide organization called Equal Ground. I highly recommend you engage with them. Phenomenal organization. Their leader, Jasmine Bernie Clark, I never forget her. She was the reason that we got into voter registration and actually got major funding for. So because it's hard work, right? And so but Equal Ground, we partner with them and we take bus loads of people to the Capitol. And I remember the first year they did it, I drove down there, well, I was already down there, who knows. But I remember thinking, first of all, I want some Black kids to come to the Capitol. I had never been as a kid. The state Capitol is like literally 3 hours away, right? I probably had been to FAMU and never been to the Capitol. Right? So Room Radio Foundation sponsored some AMI kids, and they went down there to the Capitol for the first time. And some of them had been incarcerated, and then they went to FAMU and FSU campus. It shows you how people are not exposed, right? And they didn't know you can get a degree in writing. And the girls very much so enticed them to want to go to college.
Wow.
I'll take it. Right? But the next year, we sponsored a busload of people. And again, the belief that the African-American community don't want to be engaged, they just want to be engaged with a trusted voice. That's the most important piece. And people, the bus was full, and we had 15 kids on there, teenagers between the ages of 16 and 18, 15 of them, and they went to the Capitol with us in addition to adults. And they just learned and they asked so many questions. We did it again this year. So it's growing and it's growing. There is a desire for engagement, but the political process is not transparent. If I can say that, it's not easy. It's not just ABC. You would think these are geniuses really in office. They are very smart people, but it's designed to be that way. And that's why I say we must say to ourselves, I don't know how, I don't know where, and I might not feel smart enough, but I must engage in some way.
So let's end with this, and then we'll open it up for questions. We just had this giant of a man pass, Reverend Jesse Jackson, who has for the last 60 plus years has really been on the front lines and on the fight. And even when he wasn't, his health failed him, he was still pushing people out to go to the front lines. So what will that impact be? His passing, what do you think the impact will be on because he stood up a lot in the face of things right there when Dr. King passed and so many other tragedies that he's seen in the on the road to equality and equity. So what do you think his passing, what do you think that impact will? We'll end it there after your question.
So I think his impact is that we all must pick up the mantle. I'm not going to be a Jesse Jackson. I don't have that type of emotional intelligence, right? But I have my part. You have your part. Each one of us have to remember we all have our part. Whereas it might not be this one person or this one that's speaking for us as a whole. We all just must continue to do our part. Work on campaigns. Donate to campaigns. They need money. You know what I'm saying? Register people to vote. Ask your family members. That's it. You know, making sure they know where to vote. Make sure your kids, you can pre-register any 16-year-old. So when they turn 18, they'll get the card instantly. Just do your part. So we all must remember to pick up the mantle of those that are behind us and keep it going, whatever way we can.
And I like your deal that you said that FRRC did in paying those fines. So helping somebody. So me, instead of buying that Twinkie, I can pay somebody's fine. I'm just going back to the Twinkie. To pay. I don't know how much a Twinkie costs, but I'm sure a fine is worth more than a Twinkie. Y'all give it up for Nicole Dixon, the Real Women Radio, Real Women Radio Foundation, and a whole lot of organizations around the state. So let's take a couple of questions. Anybody got a couple of questions? We answered all the questions. You answered all the questions.
Oh, we got two. We got some.
Okay, we got. Okay, so let's come over here to Valerie, and then we had one, and then we'll circle back.
Hey.
Repeat a question on there.
Okay, the question was, what all kind of businesses am I involved with? Shameless plug. plug. So I have Real Women Radio, which I've converted into RWR Live 365 marketing agency. We can do print, we can do digital agency. We just launched a software called Brand Builders, which is an amazing software, if I should say so myself. It's all-in-one marketing solutions. And then I just wrote a book. It's called Your Brand is the Blueprint. I'm so excited. And I just finished the workbook for it. Yeah. Thank you. Somebody say, Nicole, what's your book about? I said, just branding, honey. I'm going to tell all the juice. And
that's why we say Kleenex and Xerox. Yeah. Branding. Yeah.
And then I have Real Women Radio Foundation, which is a 501c3. And I actually have a C4, which is the Real Women Radio Foundation. Real Women Radio Action Fund. So C4 is where you could do, it's in between a PAC and a nonprofit. But I can tell y'all about that. But yeah. And then the last thing but not least is Black Cafe and Bookstore.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep Black books alive, man. And just because.
And shameless plug, even if she doesn't have it in, she can order it for you. Just saying.
Yeah. Or you can order it online.
Or you can order it online.
I just ordered a book on Amazon. Really? So you can order online and ship right to you. Just like you make sure your family register to vote, just tell them that website they want to order a book.
Okay. All right. I have a question over here. Okay.
I think I heard you say something about passing out water online in the days of voting. I'm not sure if you said that or not, but is that allowed? Because I thought they had stopped doing that you're not allowed to pass out water to those who are waiting online.
Okay.
And, is that allowed in Florida?
So the question was, is passing out water allowed in the line while someone is waiting to vote in the state of Florida? And the answer is no. That was some of that voter suppression, some of that push down, it was considered a bribe, right? So during voter registration, prior to this administration, we already had where if we were doing voter registration and we had some they couldn't have a table, they could have nothing on the table, is my philosophy from our organization. But this is how bad voter suppression can be. If we had peppermints on the table and Robin came to register vote, but then she's like, "Nah, I don't want to register." And then I'm like, "Okay." Then she's like, "But let me get a peppermint." No, you can't have no peppermint, girl. You didn't register to vote.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
Wow.
A peppermint. And so they would consider that as bribing her to register to vote. So they've extended that because what they'll do is they'll tie something really small and then they'll start extending it. So they extended that to water. So they're considering that bribery. To vote. So no, you cannot pass out water. Don't even give anybody a peppermint.
But at the rallies and things like that, to get out the vote rallies or whatever, then you can still
you're not voting.
Yeah, still help because you're not actually voting. Okay, and then the last question over here, Dickie.
Can I say this really quick before Dickie go? But just in the spirit of, I feel like I've been a little Debbie Downer, but in the spirit of our ancestors, of the people who have fought alongside us who are not Black, we've always figured out how to get around that. I was gonna say a cuss word, but we've always figured out how to get around it. So what I would do because I'm a little trickery, is y'all meet me at Real Radio. We're going to get you some water, Chick-fil-A sandwich, then go vote. So we just got to rethink about how do we get around the BS, right? So that's why we have to, I had to keep God, because God is going to show us how to, get out of the way, off the cross, whatever.
And stay out of jail while you're trying to do the right thing.
Some of us might have to go. I hope it ain't me, but Robin, it's okay.
Yeah,
You look good.
You don't want all this. Nope. Dickie will interview.
I'm sorry.
16-year-olds can pre-register. How can we go about doing that?
Oh, great.
So the question is, how do I pre-register a 16-year-old? Lord, the laws have changed. Oh my God. I just realized that. Used to be you can go online, they can fill out the paper, but now they're saying you have to prove you're an American citizen. So I don't know. That legislation is probably going to go through. But it looks like I would recommend anyone who's already getting at the DMV, hopefully like those 16-year-olds, they're going to have their birth certificate right there to prove that they're American citizens to do it. But I don't know. That's going to change. Honestly, I hate to say that I don't know that, but
maybe you can keep us updated.
Yes,
on
most definitely.
Yeah.
But right now, I think Lord knows. Oh, he got a question. But right now, they can
this
do
the last. He gonna pull I'm the production assistant card. I'm the production assistant card.
But right now, I'm gonna say what I know the law is right now, just off the top of my head, is you just register them. You send, if they have ID or social security number, send it in, and then again, when they turn 18, that's when they'll automatically receive their registration card. We really have been pushing for the state of Florida legislation is everybody should be registered, period. Why do we even have voter registration? It's, a lot of states have automatic registration. You turn 18, boom, you get a card. Not in the state of Florida.
Okay. Final question.
Pushback, where Reconstruction evolved in Young Pro. So why do you think we didn't see all of this pushback 15 years ago? Why do you think we're seeing all this pushback now?
You didn't see the pushback; it was there.
The question is, why are we in this predicament? Why didn't we see this pushback 15 years ago? Right? And what is my opinion? So of course, Barack Obama got elected. I think that was a real wake up call for some people. I also think that this was a plan. I think anytime we push back, they push back. So I think it goes back to what I think Robin was also saying. I agree with Robin. Like, it's always there. I think we still would, I personally believe from what I'm seeing now, we still would see this pushback in Barack Obama, even if he wasn't elected. I just believe that anytime a minority is progressing, there are going to be people who don't want that minority to have progression. And so, what was interesting is I went to DC last couple months ago, and I usually go to the African American Smithsonian, but I didn't want to go because things had been taken out, and I just did not feel like dealing with that. So I decided to go to the U.S., the American History Smithsonian this time. And what I found interesting in this visit is America always struggled with who was freedom for. Always. It was always in question. That was always the debate. Like, they didn't teach us that at school. When you go in there and you read those documents for yourself, America has always struggled with who was freedom. I'm not even talking about the slave. Was it in the picture? Was it the poor or was it the rich? Was it a landowner? Was it a man? Was it a woman? I don't know what it is about this place, but we have always struggled with who is freedom for.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it there. You're gonna have to talk with her after that, Lord Richard. Lord Richard, don't. We're gonna have to. We are reformatting. What you do? Bring your teammates here.
Okay, well, Lord.
So, like, the demographics drove pushback in voting Reconstruction because the black population and voters outnumbered the white people. Okay, so the demographics the population is changing now. So we think that to do with the pushback because folks that are 18, minority outnumber the white population. So the demographic is shifting. So
The question is, do I believe that because the demographics are changing like they did in Reconstruction, so once African Americans were free, I like the question. I can see how they talk about it, believe it or not. It's a nerd to me. But because African Americans are free, Black men had a high majority, that's what we're saying, during Reconstruction, and so that's when we got a pushback. So now we're experiencing some of those same demographic changes. You have a fluctuation of minorities coming into the United States. And then I think we said younger. Do we say younger and age difference?
She got it, baby. She got it. Sit down.
And
Lord
so,
have mercy.
Lord, we definitely can talk.
We're
But
gonna have some pillow talk tonight
y'all better be talking about voting, Robin.
for 2 seconds.
But is it because of the demographic change? I think it is. But I also go back to, I think America has always fundamentally not agreed on who freedom is for. I highly recommend you to go back and look at some of that original documentation, those men who were in that room, when they were putting those documents together, what were their arguments, what were their belief systems, and you will see that there was conflict always there.
Yeah. And if you don't read the documents, at least look at the Hamilton musical.
I'm sorry, it's nerd to me. I was sitting there reading the message.
No. You can read them because the archives have them, and they have the workups too before the final document. So again, y'all join me in thanking Nicole Dixon
Thank you.
with the Real Women Radio Foundation, Black Cafe and Bookstore, but most importantly, an advocate for the community. Thank you so
Like
much.
the power.
We do have hold on, I gotta make sure to give you
What we
this
got? Oh,
here. So Niecy, Lutley Jones, and that wait, I'm gonna give you this card here. She wanted to give you something. She heard you were coming.
Dwarf chicken.
Yes, and
Yep.
this here is, but it's the bag is
Okay,
pregnant,
that's
so we're
okay.
gonna leave it
Let me
there.
see.
She was so
Oh,
excited.
this is a nice mug.
Yeah.
I say on your morning. Look at these. This is wonderful. So
That's
I
right.
thought, where's your cameraman at, Robin?
I know, right? We'll get it. That's from Niecy, who owns the Dwarf
Yes.
restaurant. All right, so we want you
She
to.
should have put me some chicken in here. She should have stuffed it with chicken.
Thank you. Who said, "My Lord"? Thank you.
Jill.
We got some.
Put some
you
chicken
can
in here.
Put some chicken after. You can put some chicken after. Okay,
Okay.
let's
We're wrapping up.
wrap it back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you
you
for
got
the
50-50. All right,
Okay.
you'll stay here and pull out
Yeah,
50-50 for us.
50-50.
All right. Oh, one door prize, and then let's do the 50-50.
Okay. This is Corey Willis. Corey. Come get your prize, Corey.
Y'all may not know Corey, but y'all knew Corey was the audio engineer at Cumulus when we were doing the radio for a long time. Yes, Corey, you get extra. Here,
Put Corey some more in there because he had us sounding good.
come on, Corey, come on.
Corey. Come on inside. You gotta get in between us. You're Oreo today. You part of the Oreo.
Corey was the audio engineer at Cumulus for 17,000 years.
Robin, he's the cream in the Oreo right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me make this. He smile happy. Cameraman, can we?
Your boss is calling you. Thank you, cameraman. You are so amazing.
Thank you, Corey.
I love Niecy.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, 50-50.
All right.
Let me get my ticket. Then I'm gonna pull
Well,
it
you
out.
go ahead and pull. Wait. Let me have it. Oh my. How much? $15. Okay.
$15. You can go get you some dwarf chicken. All right.
And put some extra hot sauce on it.
I'm gonna do the first. This is what we do in Rotary. I'm gonna do the first 3 numbers really fast, and I'm gonna do the last 3 numbers slow. Once I don't call your number, say, "Oh, okay." 455.
Oh.
No.
Oh, not yet. Sorry.
Okay, last 4. 4, 1, 1. Dang, y'all.
Oh,
0.
4110.
4110.
4110. Well, yeah, you have to be because we don't have.
It's
we don't have
unclaimed
mail.
property.
Wait. Did you win?
We have a winner. We have a
You won? Oh, come on.
Robin, this amazing lady is an author, and I'm trying to get her to get her book and come do a book signing. Or
You want to give the money?
hopefully we can manipulate her by telling her in front of all of these people that she's going to
Okay.
do it.
You
gonna do it?
Here you go. Okay, wait a minute. Let's do this first before
Okay,
you.
okay,
We got to close this out. Come on, you can take a picture here. Hold your money up, and they still owe you $5. They got to get changed.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
You gonna do a
you.
book signing? Okay, y'all heard her. She said she's doing a book signing. We'll be looking for
Oh, okay, good. Y'all meet Carrie afterwards.
Yes.
All right, and we're going to close this. Thank you, Vernon, with WBQP TV. Thank you, production assistant, Lord Richard. We're gonna deduct your salary from what we already pay you. We're gonna deduct 2 zeros from those 3 zeros we pay you. And thank you to Nicole Dixon.
Thank you.
For sharing this. And remember everything that we talked about. There are amazing events going on around the community. And meet each other. That's the other part of it.
Can I do a quick shameless
each
plug?
other.
June 13th, we're doing our 10th annual Black Beauty Expo. Rumor Radio has been in business 10 years, and we're celebrating 10 years.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Oh my goodness gracious. Did you need me to sing?
Yes.
You know, okay.
I would love for you to sing.
When you're ready for people to go, say Robin's gonna sing. All right, thank y'all. Good night, and y'all sit around and eat some food.
I'm gonna say,
no, it's time to turn the microphone off. Oh, look at the time. you.